What are Caique parrots like? Hi, I'm Kaylin, the author of The Parrot Responds. Please be sure to get your copy on Amazon.com today so that you can learn everything that you need to know to provide a quality life for your parrots so that you have quantities of bliss with them. Today I am joined by Caiques and Nikki because we had a question about what Caiques are like. Caique parrots are rambunctious, which I think you can already see in Caiques. Now, like people, one of the things that happens is that parrots all have different personalities, even within the same species. I'm like, are you going to be able to hear me? All right. Hi, Nikki. And you can say that there are generalizations about a species, like these guys are rambunctious. They're high energy. They're very active. You know, there are generalizations, but then there's also individual personalities as well. So, for example, Caique, he's a fireball. He's just not scared of anything. I have to watch him if he's around my macaws because he just doesn't back down, kind of thing. So he's a fireball. Nikki is a little bit of a fireball. Hi, sweetie. But she's not quite as hot to touch, right? So let's talk a little bit more about them in case you are thinking about getting a Caique. Now, what I love about Caiques is that they are super friendly and playful. At least the ones I've experienced have definitely been like that. I have heard that you have to make sure to spend time with your Caiques to keep them super friendly and playful. I can just imagine that if you don't spend time with them, and if your Caique is in a cage by himself, he could get, or she, pretty crazy, like mean, and a little like just bonkers and not as fun to handle. So I would say that if you are looking at having a new parrot and you're looking at a Caique, make sure you have time. I think this is a parrot to really spend time with. Noise level. These guys are my top 3 loudest. My Amazons and my macaws are really loud, but the Caiques, I would say, are the next loudest. Now they calm down, they're not being as loud, which is really nice. Are they loud all day long? No, but half the day, maybe. A quarter of the day, probably yes. Are they talkers? No, not really. Caiques are known to be able to pick up some words, and these guys, they'll say hi sometimes, but they will never talk the way an Amazon or a African gray will talk, that kind of thing. So if you're getting a Caique, don't be after a talker because you're going to be a little disappointed. What you doing? Come here. These guys are known to be surfers, and what that means is they like to be on their backs and play at the bottom of their cage and kind of like surf around on their backs. It's kind of like they're their own snow toboggan. Ow! What are you doing? But do you see this monkey? They're just very, very playful, and they're all very, very playful. As far as their diet goes, they're not going to really be nut eaters. You can supplement them with some seeds, but they are not in the really nut fat family. So we're going to have a pretty good diet for them. My guys are excellent eaters, and of course, in part, I have an upside down Caique. 2, actually. I think they like being upside down. I really do. My guys are good eaters because I've had them since they were young, babies, and I always fed them really good, so they like eat everything I give them. Ouch. I find Caiques to be really good eaters. In other words, like I feed everyone from when they're young, but not everyone takes to it like these guys. Okay, I wish I could show this guy to you. Caique, he's... Come here, Mickey. Go right there. Thank you. Caique, you want to show them what you're doing? Come here. I know, you're just playing. He's just being upside down birdie, having fun. These guys, if you don't know what fun is, man, they will show you. So that's their food. That's their noise level up there. And their cleanliness. They are big poop monsters. Big poop monsters. You can see that they're kind of a little hardy. They're not like a thin little sleek hummingbird kind of body. They're a little more of a stocky body. And as such, their cages always need to be cleaned. Some of our parrots have small, like they're smaller birds or they're in a bigger cage. And with our regular cleaning, like they don't, like sometimes you can skip them. These guys, guaranteed you can't skip them. Not only can you not skip them, but pretty much every time the cages are getting washed all the way. These monkeys' cages are going to need to be washed all the way. They're like, more so than the macaws. Of course, now that's because the macaws are out back, but you know, the macaws aren't in their cage. But these guys, they're just messy monsters. So it gives you an idea though, right? You could see how playful they are. They are just fun-loving, fantastic, but noisy, engaging, and they really require time. So keep those things in mind if you're thinking about getting a Caique. And if you have any questions about parrots, please be sure to post below. And then we will catch you the next time these monkeys are monkeying around. Catch you next time.